Ketcia Peters, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Ketcia Peters, why did you want to invite members of the SIU to this meeting?
Because around the death of Abdirahman Abdi, I've attended a few community consultations, and time again, the community kept asking questions around what happens when a police officer is being charged with misconduct. And wanted to answer that question, I reached out to the SIU directly, and and from there, it took a few months to actually come to tonight's event, but that's really how it started.
What do you think members of the public are hoping for tonight at the meeting?
I think the expectations are going to be different, but mainly what they want is to have more clarity on what the SIU does and how they conduct their investigations and how they come to the results that they come to once their investigations are completed.
You think that's unclear?
It is very unclear. Most of 95% of the results of any investigation that SIU reports are usually clears the officers. So the community wants to understand how come those results are usually the case. So yeah, that could be.
Abdirahman Abdi died 7 months ago after an encounter with two Ottawa police officers, a violent encounter with two Ottawa police officers. The SIU has been investigating ever since. Is that too long?
I mean, I'm not an expert in investigation and police death incidents, so I cannot say per se. However, the community feels that it may be too long, and that's what we want to know tonight. We want to understand what are the process when an investigation is taking place, and want to know why does it take so long once the investigation is completed to even get the results.
Will the SIU be asked tonight whether they will be making the report into the case of Abdirahman Abdi public?
I believe that that's one of the questions that's on top of mind of the community in Ottawa. The community of Ottawa has been mourning for a few months now. So that's going to be top of mind in terms of once the results are completed, for them to become public. And we're hoping that some kind of commitment could be made tonight.
Do you have faith in the SIU?
I personally feel that the SIU has forgotten where they came from.
What does that mean?
Meaning that the SIU was created because there was an outcry from the black community in Toronto after the death of a black man, for the community to have someone like such of a watchdog that's actually looking out for their best interests when it comes to police oversight. And so when the SIU is being very secretive and we're not able to understand how they conduct their process, their investigation process, and we don't understand how they come to the results that they come to, then yes, it becomes a concern.
Can this organization, can the SIU retain its credibility while still having so many former police officers actually conducting investigations?
That's also a great concern from the community. So a lot of the SIU members are former police officers, so they feel that there is a veil of secrecy around that type of organization because of that. So it's a concern. So the community are demanding for reform of the SIU. The community is demanding for the SIU to serve them. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done.
This is all happening while a provincial task force is about to make recommendations about changes to police oversight. How do you see this process informing that?
Well, to me, the fact that they are willing to come and be under the scrutiny of the community tonight shows that they're being prepared to start making changes based on the recommendations that are going to come to them. So I'm very encouraged by that. So once the recommendation comes, then the SIU will have to review its organization and try to do things differently in order to serve their mandate.
What's at stake if the matter of police accountability is not effectively addressed?
Then you're thinking of you're looking at the outcry of the community for protection, and how would that manifest as probably not positive, but something has to change.
Most of the time when the SIU investigates, no charges are laid, and most of the time, and the vast majority of the cases, no charges are laid, and it's very rare that there are any convictions. If there is not a charge made in the case of Abdirahman Abdi, what do you think? Like, what would your conclusion be?
It's a very difficult question to answer because, as a community representative, it will be a very difficult day.
Ketcia Peters, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.